Marriage and money. So I've been married for 7 years, and it's been a struggle. And I believe it doesn't need to be such a struggle. And I love my husband. And sometimes I feel that our vibrational set point together is lower than what it is when we're separate. And he listens to your stuff just as much as I do. We have the same tools, but we struggle in aligning together. And I'm like, what is going on?
Well, it's a pretty common thing that both in marriage and money, in the same way that people are looking in places where the money isn't, they're looking for alignment or love or appreciation in places where it isn't in the moment. In other words, it's easy in a fluid situation where there are highs and lows, and sometimes more appreciation and sometimes not so much, and sometimes distraction and sometimes attention. It's easy to hold someone else sort of responsible for the way you feel. And it's a pretty common thing in relationship, because you know how good another person can make you feel, and because you want so much to feel good. So then when they let down and don't do their job and don't make you feel good, it's easy to notice that you don't feel good and associate it with something that they're doing or not doing, and then making them responsible for the way you feel, which is the single most common denominator in the breakdown of relationships, more significant than all other things put together. So what it really comes down to is you just have to decide that you're going to be happy in the relationship, period. You're going to be happy in the relationship, and brace yourselves. And what the other person does is irrelevant. What the other person does is irrelevant. What the other person does is irrelevant, because you can't control what they do, and that's what's freaking you out. Do you know that most relationships are based upon your belief in your ability to control the other? Do you ever listen to the people in the hair salons talking? Oh yeah, I've pretty much got him trained now, they say. Pretty much got him trained. And we say, run, run away, run far away. Nobody wants to be held hostage as the provider of your happiness, even though we are certain that for each other you want one another's happiness. But it turns bad. It can turn real bad when you actually believe and make someone else believe that you are responsible for the way I feel. Because there is no more common sucking the life out of someone feeling than to actually believe that they're responsible to do something that they can't do. You see, when they were performing, and we're talking about either side of this, when your partner was performing in a way that was making you happy, if you had always stayed happy, they would have kept up that performance. But you trained them. We're talking to all of you. You trained them early on that you weren't always having it. You weren't always responding in that positive way, you see. You have to let them off the hook. How does that feel? Blame really does feel better than guilt, we know. It feels better to blame someone else. But you'll never be free in that, you see. Okay. So we want to hear a little bit from you. Just mostly agreement.
My husband would be so happy with this answer you've just given.
Well, we're speaking it to both of you.
Yeah, yes.
In other words, you're not the only one who is looking. He looks to you for that as well.
Yes.
And gets bent out of shape when things aren't going his way as well. Everyone does. But there is no freedom in that, and there is no long-standing stability in that either. And we know it is so nice to have someone that is so lovely to be with, but then you are like a puppet that someone has let go of the strings if you have become dependent upon that. You have to find it. Yeah.
Well, so we have a habit of blaming each other. And so it's been for so long. How do we break this habit? It's like we both have the desire, but the struggle is the same.
For example?
Well, money. I mean, it is the trigger. It is a big, big trigger. And if there's any conversation around it, there's instantly blame. I mean, vocally or just, emotionally.
Is there an easy way to get on the other side of that? Blaming each other for how it has been managed, blaming each other for how it's been spent, blaming each other for how it's been earned?
All of it.
So could there be appreciating each other for how it's been earned? Is there any place for appreciation in that?
There could be, just hasn't been dominant.
But could there be? We're asking you to look for it now. Sort of look through the fog and see if there is a place. So since you can't look for another, you can't be the eyes of another, if you were looking for a way to appreciate the money that is being earned, what do you see? When you set that intention, what do you see? You're smiling. Are you not seeing much?
No, it's happy. It makes me feel happy, and I appreciate.
So give us some details about that. What is it that you just focused on that improved the way you felt? Pretty steady earner.
Yeah, that he just created something from nothing, and that he did it.
Feels good, doesn't it? Good for him, yeah. Now, the only reason you're feeling bad right now is because you feel bad that you didn't always feel good. But that's just dumb. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you can't undo what you did. And so just feel good. So tell us a little more about that. What else? So he created something. What else? He stays after it. He cares about it. He's really a responsible person. That really feels good. Doesn't it feel good to acknowledge that?
Yeah, and that he didn't have any experience or anyone show him how to. He did it all himself, and he didn't have...
And is he done, or is there more coming? Is there more in his vortex that's yet to be revealed?
Yes.
Isn't that exhilarating to think about what's coming? And don't you want to be in the place where you're encouraging that rather than stifling that?
Yes.
And doesn't it feel like you're in that place right now, this red hot minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got on the other side of that way fast. In other words, that was just the simplest thing in the world to do. So wouldn't you like to reflect some of that to him? You can do a long sentence or a short one, but what would you like to say to somebody who's done that? Hey, thanks. I think you're awesome. Good for you. I'm with you. Mm-hmm. I really like this. I love you. Yeah. Doesn't that feel good? You can't feel bad and good at the same time, and you get to choose which it is in this minute.
Right.
Now, you said something really, really good. Oh, it may have been our favorite thing that you said. And that is that it's easier for both of you to be in alignment when you're not together. So you have lots of opportunities to do this. What we just did, that's the most important thing that you can do. When you're not together, do that and do that and do that and do that and do that. What else? What other subject? There's lots of subjects that we know you feel equally wonderful about. Want to pick one now and focus on it?
What wonderful thing do I want to focus on? Oh, that he's loving and affectionate.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that worth anything to you? Might want to focus there just a little bit.
I know, yes.
Loving and affectionate and starting his own business. There are people in this room that would like to hurt you. So, are you saying that he cares and that he tries and that he's not always perfect either? So let's get the energy moving more here. Give us more, because we know it's easy for you. So he's loving and attentive and affectionate and a hard worker, and he really cares. What else would you like to amplify?
That he's fun.
Ah, really?
Yes, and he's very witty. So he's a lot of fun to be around, and people find him just, funny and yeah.
Is he funny for you?
Yes.
Yeah. A lot.
Yes.
So he's funny, and he cares, and he adores you, and his life isn't perfect.
Yes.
And he's expansive, and there's more coming.
Yeah.
And the platform is magnificent. What you're starting from, as you start right now, is so stable and good. Don't you feel exhilarated about what's coming?
When I stay in that space, yes, and I can get in that space.
Not when I stay in that space. Let's help you there. Not when I stay in that place, when I am in that place. Because no one stays there. We're not asking you to stay there. We're just asking you to acknowledge that the space is there to be had if you try.
Yes.
You tried this much, and you got there. Did you see how easy it was for her to go there? It was so easy for you to go there. So just go there until you've practiced that vibration most, you see.
So then if money is our biggest trigger...
Stop saying that. Money is one of the things that, it's not the biggest one. Well, maybe it is, but stop saying it. Stop saying it. That's why it is. That's why it is. Stop saying it. Money is something that we have in common. Money is something that's abundantly flowing to us. Money is the basis of a lot of things we do. Money is really important to us. Money is something that is flowing to us. Money is something that we both care about. Money is something that we're on the same page about. Money is something that my husband is working hard to accomplish. Money is something that I am too. We're good with our money. We understand money. We want to be more abundant with money. We like the idea of money. We like the idea of money flowing in and out. We like getting on top of it. We like to earn more. We like to spend it more economically. We like to find that balance. We're doing really well. We're living well. We're doing really well. I'm proud of what we've done. I'm excited about where we've come from. I'm excited about where we are, and I'm really eager about what's coming next. We're in a good place about money. Money is a basis of our experience. Money is something we're getting a handle on. Money is something that we're doing something about. Money is something that we are focused upon. Money is something that's moving in our experience. Money is really a good thing in our experience. Money is good. We're good with money. We're good with money. We're in love, and that matters more than anything else. And then there's money. We're in love. We're in love. Love is the trigger of our experience. Love is the trigger of our experience. Mutual respect for one another, that's the trigger of our experience. The way we feel, that's the trigger. Our emotions are the trigger of our experience. Money is just a manifestation that comes as evidence of how we're doing vibrationally. I really like that. I really like that evidence. And I really like knowing that I can feel about money how I choose to feel about money. The way money is showing up in my life does not get to choose how I feel about it. I get ooh. The amount of money that's showing up in my life does not get to choose how I feel about it. If money is coming a little slowly, it does not get to decide that I feel bad. I get to decide. I get to decide. I can control the rate with which money flows into my experience by the way I feel. I like knowing that. Yeah, money is not the trigger. Emotion is the trigger. The trigger for my focus. Absence of money was the trigger for me wanting more money. And wanting more money is sort of the trigger for my awareness of where I am. But I've got this energy moving through me and these emotions that I can feel. And I get to choose how I feel. And I choose to love this gorgeous guy. I choose to adore him. I choose to be happy every day that we've come together. I choose to appreciate him for all that he does. And me too. I work hard too. I do. I do good. We're speaking for you. I contribute mightily to this. We are really, really good together. We're good together. We're good for each other. We're good to each other. We're good because of each other. We have a really, really good thing going on here. You do. Now, get out.
Thank you.